7 p.m. on October the 15th, and this is the East China Township Park Commission meeting. I call everyone to order. Shall we make the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. We got a roll call here. Bill?
Here.
Evelyn?
Here.
Suzanne?
Here.
And we've got the Westerhoffs.
No. Sharp.
No. Sharps, I know. Okay, so. Did everybody get a chance to look at the agenda real fast?
Yeah, I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay.
I second that motion.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Hey, where's our,
I was just gonna say.
Where
yeah,
is Jackie?
Who made the motion and supported?
are you doing it?
I guess so.
Oh,
Kizron?
Kizron.
First, Evie second, or Tolles, whoever you call me.
Okay.
So nobody got the minutes ahead of time.
No, I'm looking at them right now.
Actually, I did look at them, like at 5 o'clock, but I can't really vote on them because I wasn't here last month, so I don't know if they're accurate or not.
I don't think you missed much.
I think I missed a lot.
Okay.
Reading that dog park thing again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna get verbal.
Yeah, okay. So.
Yeah, I'm turning it off.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I'll second.
She's still reading them, but.
Oh,
Yeah, might as well go
sorry.
ahead. We have no guest speakers.
So there's gonna be a vote.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to,
okay.
we have to do a
All right. Does everyone agree to approve the minutes? Everybody?
Aye.
Aye.
aye. Okay.
All right. We've got no guest speakers or presentation, to my knowledge. No public comment, because there's no public hearing. Financial reports, approval of bills. I did not see anything in viewing a quick look over the finances that were left here. That's anything too outstanding. I know we've got expenses that will be coming through, but I don't see them in here, so it means that when they're gonna get through, they're gonna get through. Deanna, do you know when things are gonna get done at all?
As far as expenses coming up,
Anything you still got outstanding that hasn't been, or is being billed and it's not showing?
I'm not sure, did she email the report, the financial report? 'Cause I-
We just got it.
Yeah.
We got the paper copy here, we didn't get the email.
You want a
No.
copy?
No, I think really the biggest one would be the concrete leveling.
The what?
Concrete leveling.
Okay. Did you say you had to go back to them for, remember
I'd
when?
like to do a walkthrough with them
Okay.
before making payment.
And did you find everything standard?
So far.
I thought there was a comment in there that they needed to do some rework to prevent it from crumbling or something.
There would be an addition to, and it's just filling a void under our shop floor.
It's something that exists,
Yeah,
not something they omitted.
no.
Okay, thank you.
So does everybody comfortable with the finances you're seeing?
Yeah. Why do we have such an excess of money so far?
Yes, we do have money to spend. But
A lot, yeah. I mean, for it being end of October,
I know.
I'm surprised.
then again, we haven't gotten things through or done, like the fencing, the dog park, any of that. And we really haven't gotten started on anything major. So There really shouldn't, to my knowledge, be that much. Unless, Alan, you can contribute?
I was say, what's the holdup?
Well, are you talking about the dog park or what are we talking?
Well, that's what, I mean, that was the major thing for this year. And as I read in last month's minutes, because I was absent, who brought it back up again about changing the dog park? Why do we vote? Why do we ask residents what they want? Dog residents, people who use that park, whether they prefer it. Why would we take it and then turn around every couple months and say, no, we want to move it again, we want to move it. Who on this board? It isn't anybody on this board because we all did it the right way. We voted our vote, we're done. If it's the Board of Trustees, I want them to come to a meeting because I feel they're just spinning our wheels, spending a whole year doing nothing, wasting money on surveys and everything else if they have an agenda. But by law, they can't have an agenda. That's why there's 2 commissions here. I know why there's 2 commissions, to keep balances in check. So I don't understand why you wanted to take a $185,000 ballpark and make it a dog park, when all you have to do is spend $60,000 to make a dog park fine. I noticed there was over a dozen cars tonight over there.
Yep.
They don't want to be back in the back by the mosquitoes. They don't want to be off the main highway. There's a lot of things. So anyways, I am like, why is it every time key people leave, this keeps being brought up? Is that a Dwayne thing?
No,
Is it
no.
a Vern thing? Is it the Board of Trustees? Is it Deanna? I mean, like, I'm like, what part of this board is not being considered? I don't know, why are you paying me to be here, I guess, you know? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care about the dog park. I don't own a dog. I don't use it. But I listen to our residents, and that is
Right.
just wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere is wasting a whole lot of money.
I second everything, and I brought the same concerns last meeting. One of my other main concerns at the last meeting was that our joint meeting was canceled, which was also, the purpose of that was so that we could just discuss this. It should not have been canceled, it should have been rescheduled. There's a big difference.
Yep.
Because we need to have communication.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
can't communicate via emails and threads all over the place. There needs to be direct communication.
Yeah.
And definitely we should be televising this or having this recorded or have minutes for this meeting so that there is a public record. We already have one public record of what the residents want. Now we need to be abiding by those.
The Board of Trustees needs to do a lot more communication in a lot of ways. I went back through your minutes that are posted online, and nobody got notified that their water bill's going to go up $60 or more.
It's more than that.
It's more than that, but,
Yeah, a lot more than that.
That's not our job. Our
That's
job
what's,
is just
no,
the
I'm just saying
parks.
that's showing the lack of communication.
There's another agenda here. I mean, you know, and I don't know what it is, but I got elected here for a reason. And if someone doesn't like it, somebody should get elected for this commission, and then he or she can have their say too. Or come up with a reason, a great reason, but you don't go around asking the residents what they want and don't want, and then not, you know, I don't know.
I do think, again, I do think we need to have a joint meeting, but, yeah, that's,
Yeah, and I do remember that was right before I left for Europe, and I changed everything to be at that meeting that night, which got canceled at the last minute. So,
Well, who has final say?
we
on
did.
what?
Well, what we're just talking about.
Well,
You said that it got changed by the board?
so, I guess I'll just say, I mean, we had a meeting yesterday, and we were talking about our budget overall, like not just the park budget, but the budget for the whole general fund, water, sewer, everything. And we were talking about, like, we got on the issue of the dog park, and one of the things that one of the board members is really feels strongly on, which I'm like Evelyn, I really don't feel, I mean, I don't have a dog either, so it's like, it doesn't really affect me, but it's like, but this person and some other board members shared the same concern. I would probably say the majority probably feel that way, that the dog park should move to one of the ball fields, and I get where Evelyn's coming from, where it's like, well, if we get people that come back, like, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars we're gonna have to spend to redo ball fields or whatever, or, I don't know. I just, it's kind of like some people just don't, they want it to move. And
So who has the final say?
Oh, well, we're the
So-
Parks Commission.
The residents, we should be listening to the residents. We did this survey for a
No,
reason.
I understand that, but
But
I mean, when it comes down to who
we,
can say you can do it or you can't do it?
This is
the
how,
township- well, the township board controls the purse.
Yeah,
right,
the budget.
see how they do it? They choke you out of your money,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then you
then
don't
is
have
that
it.
the answer?
I don't know. I think.
Well, this
again,
is
I think
why
that-
there are.
But I
this-
think some people, they're hearing from one board member what their thoughts are. They're not really hearing, I think everybody needs to be in the same room, and there just needs to be a
And-
discussion. And,
Still didn't answer the question.
well,
I mean, can the board members, can they overrule anything that we
we
decide?
could say you guys get $0. I mean,
That's what they
Okay,
did.
but they
at
didn't
the-
do that.
Well, that's what they did at the last meeting, because technically, we were supposed to have a joint meeting so we could discuss the budget for the year. The dog park has been part of our 5-year plan. However, at that discussion for the joint meeting for our budget, they canceled that last minute. It wasn't rescheduled.
For the
And
year or for?
For next year, for next year.
Okay.
We need the budget
But the
so that we
budget's gonna
can.
be already fixed.
Yep.
Exactly.
For next year,
You've
so.
already approved the
Exactly.
budget, right?
And the
Yeah.
reason
Well, not
why,
yet,
if you read the
but-
minutes, I was trying to recuse myself
what
from
I will
voting
say-
for the budget approval, which was due in the next few days, was because they needed to have it ready and sent. And they were, and the Board of Trustees kind of wanted this process
But if they
expedient.
wanted something else, then they would put more money in to do something else, right? But they didn't do that. So are we just stuck?
We are
no.
not. We can legally attain an attorney because that's exactly, we are elected
Yeah, I
to
understand.
be here.
I'm just
And
trying to understand the whole process.
there's somebody who has an agenda, obviously, on the Board of Trustees who wants something else, but is not coming here and talking to the commission saying, hey, this is what we'd like to see in 5-10 years.
But he's obviously, or he or she has a lot of
He is
influence.
only the liaison.
No, I say whoever that person is on the commission has a lot of influence that they can basically thwart anything we want to do.
Well, it takes 4 votes. It takes 4 votes on the board of trustees.
That's what I'm saying. So he was able to convince enough people.
Well, there hasn't been a vote. I mean, basically what we've been told, there is a permit that needs to be had from.
From the Eagle, yes, there
And
is.
Eagle wants it from our board, not your board. That's
That's
my
because
understanding.
technically, the township owns, it's an asset of the township.
Okay.
We are the park commission, yes, we're legally separate, but we don't own, technically, we own the parks if you look at state law.
Well, we got to have
But
some.
in this
authority.
township, since the money all comes from the board, no, we're kind of honorary owners, so.
But I think like that presentation that you guys put together in the thing with Chris Simons and all that stuff, I think honestly, if you guys showed that and maybe that'll convince some people, I don't know, but because I mean, it made sense to me. And then, but I get where some people are coming from, but then I get where you guys are coming from too. So it's like
But we don't get any communications from the Board of Trustees.
Can I just kind of noodle through something here? So if
Sure.
they won't approve the money for us to do what we would like to do, and they want us to do something else, they can't approve more money to get something else done, can they? Can they overrule what we want to do with more money?
as in like allocating it to what they want.
Yes, can they force that on us to
I
do?
don't know. I
See,
don't know.
because otherwise, nothing gets done.
Well, it's
Right.
not getting done
It
anyway.
isn't anymore
Right.
in the last few years.
Right. So I'm saying,
And
it's
that
just,
would make.
who's that helping?
Right. It's not helping the community
It's not
or
helping
the
the township
residents.
either. It doesn't make the township look good.
That's
No.
where attorneys would get involved, because I don't know.
Yeah. And that's just ridiculous, having to spend the money on that.
But that's why I think if we have a joint meeting, which I know I've been saying for probably 3 months now, but just, I do think that would help.
Can you arrange that to make sure?
He already
that-
has.
Well,
and-
and,
Well, but it got canceled.
Right,
right,
that's
I-
the game.
I mean, What is your guys' schedule for next Monday, this coming Monday?
I'm available.
I'm good.
I think we're good.
I'm going to be out of town.
Okay.
I think I'm
At
pretty
like
good.
7.
Could we have a majority here? I guess, right?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm busy. You-
Okay.
You want the mouth. You want the mouth there.
Well,
I mean, even just having the meeting, maybe is,
I think we should plan it so we can come prepared and
Yes.
show things. I don't want to
Yeah.
have 4 days and rearrange everything
That's true
again.
too, yeah.
You know,
And I don't want it canceled, and I would also
No.
appreciate if Chris Simons can come, because he did have the materials, he had,
and he had a plan to do it,
yes, exactly. So,
so, I
and we
mean,
shouldn't be canceling it.
I just would
This is
like to
already-
hear why they want it moved when they're not listening to the residents. There's a
well,
lot of
it's
things
not
I
only
want,
that,
but I
we've
let them
already
listen to the
given the
residents.
approval. I've already given the approval to
I
Chris
know.
Simons to go ahead because we voted that way.
I know we did.
So he has all legal rights
So
to
we
go
would,
ahead
we
and
would
build this.
legally attain an attorney, and I know who wouldn't lose by law, so, yeah, that's what we have to do. And it would always make you wonder why this township has 2 commissions.
Actually, what you
And
need to do
sometimes
is
it-
get a hold of the Attorney General of the state. And that will involve, again, legal connections, and that will tie everybody up for, and then the Attorney General will take a look and see, what else is going on in this township? You know, they don't just look at one thing. They tend to say, okay, let's go open this can of worms and see what's sitting around in here.
so what are we gonna
Or
do?
or could we just attend the next trustee meeting?
That's what I'm suggesting.
Oh, that's
yeah.
what you-
Yep.
okay.
That's
This
Monday.
coming Monday, yeah.
Oh, that's when they-
Coming Monday.
No,
What about don't they meet twice a month?
No?
I'm busy, I'm busy.
Oh, okay.
Bill's been, I
So
mean,
maybe,
I think we all should be there.
yeah.
And not to
Okay, so
say
when are
anything,
you
but
next
No, I think
available?
the
you should.
history is here.
When,
Yeah,
when
I
the
mean,
other
I'm not,
dates?
Don't they
I'm
meet
not
twice a
recommending
month?
anything other than we ought to get this
Second
resolved.
and fourth Wednesday.
Because
Monday.
nothing's
Second
gonna
and
happen,
fourth Monday.
right?
Well, we're sitting on a boatload of money, so obviously, which was supposed to be going to the dog park. And I'm like, well, we haven't spent any money.
Well, it's not, we haven't spent it, it's for some
Right.
reason that things aren't getting done.
Well,
If
Just
we
like
have
with-
the money, if we have the money, how does the board keep us from spending it? Why wouldn't we just go ahead and spend it until we're out, and then have to go to them and say,
Well,
need more money
The
next year to
issue,
finish it?
the issue at this point, I think, is the permit
Okay.
He
And that
just,
has to be
Dwayne just
approved by the
applied for
board?
the
by
permit.
our board, correct?
No.
At least that's what,
What you understand?
yeah.
Okay.
Dwayne told me he had just applied for the permit.
Excuse me?
Dwayne told me, Dwayne Loper, who's manager, you know, told me that he had just finished applying for that permit a day or 2 ago.
Is that
From
to-
Eagle.
To move the dog park? Oh, from
No,
Eagle.
you have to get the Eagle permit to do anything because it's a
Oh, okay,
floodplain.
Right, right.
So,
was already
you know, we
done.
don't mess with anything. If Eagle's involved, we have to go,
Yes.
you know, be nice about it and follow the rules, so.
But that
We
was a
have to
board
wait now
person
for that permit,
right.
which may or may not be quick or not. We have no idea, so.
But if we were to get that, could we go ahead and spend the money?
Yes, we could.
And
That's the
then,
holdup.
if we don't have enough to finish it for next year, then it's on the board to make sure they give us the money or not.
Yep.
I'm just, kind of theorizing how we could get through
No,
this.
it's just taken a long time. It took Wade Trim, and here's my suggestion. I know Wade Trim is supposedly the township engineer, but the amount of time we had to wait to get our surveys done was ridiculous.
Yeah,
You know, and they're not big surveys.
well, we are where we are, though.
This was not a complicated endeavor. They could have put us in any time. Instead, we've gone through most of the season until they finally got it done. So next time, anything over 10,000 is our rule usually, and we should submit for 2 other engineering firms to make a bid on anything.
How do we get a meeting with the board that's going to be
I
something we
would
would
say-
agree to?
Possibly the first one in November. Is that, hold on, let's see what that is.
November 3rd?
Yep,
We're good.
Be back with them?
either the 3rd or the
Yeah,
17th.
yeah. We're just going down to this party.
Which I believe the 3rd, don't quote me on this, but I think this next meeting's our public hearing on the budget. I don't know if, we usually approve it in November though, so I think it's in November that we approve. Don't quote me on that, but.
Oh, so then we can request for changes to our amendments to our budget.
Well, and I'll get to that in my board, whatever it's called, the
In the
liaison
agenda, yes.
report. Because I have stuff on the budget, but it's actually pretty good for this year.
Okay.
And you
So-
know we can get on the agenda?
Yeah, I will make sure you guys are on the agenda,
November 3rd?
November 3rd. That's,
Okay.
if that's good for everybody,
Yes.
Yes.
What time?
7 o'clock PM.
So to be right on public television,
Yep.
okay.
And who's gonna get us together to prepare the presentation so we're all on one page?
We'll worry about that later.
Well, you got till November
Do they
3rd.
need a
Don't worry
formal
about it off camera.
presentation, or are they looking for an oral presentation?
They're gonna want both, we're coming out with
We'll
both
do,
videos.
yeah, we'll just,
Just worry about it off camera, we'll figure out
I mean,
who'll be the speaker and who has what.
Remember the sheet that I don't have it with me, but the thing that Chris Simons wrote up?
Yes.
I would suggest having that and like.
Who
some-
has our blueprints? Dwayne?
they were thrown away, weren't they?
Dwayne, they weren't thrown away.
Oh.
Dwayne has them, I think.
He's supposed to have
Would
them.
he be, does he go to those meetings?
Yeah.
Great, so how do you should email him and tell him, bring it. Maybe we can pay Chris to come.
Well, Dwayne should probably be there since he's handling a lot of the stuff in the township.
He says he goes to those meetings.
Yeah.
So,
So then the presentation will be worked out by our chair, I'm guessing?
I
Yes.
think what
We
we
will
need to
talk- Yes.
do,
Yeah.
basically, is for us to agree on what we want to present to them.
Yes, we can discuss this. Yeah.
Okay.
We will discuss this. Sounds good.
Do you want to do that right now or later?
No,
Later.
Later, okay.
I know that Deanna wants to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go through our minutes and then see who needs to bring what to the meeting.
We need a motion of support for the financial bills though.
A motion to support?
Yeah. Oh,
Where we're at,
I'll do a motion.
financial.
I'll be first. You got a second for the finances?
I'll give a
Second.
second.
Okay, roll call. Chairperson Kelb?
Let's start down here.
Oh, I was,
Oh, you're gonna
I
do
was
it,
just going
okay.
down the list, yeah. Kelb?
Yep.
Tolles?
Yes.
Sharp?
Yes.
And Westerhoff?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And I say yes. All in favor, aye. Motion
Aye.
passed.
All right, carried.
Oh, yeah, carried. Thank you. All right. We can skip communication. Sorry.
We don't have any guest speakers.
Park Managers Report is next.
Yeah. Let me just borrow his for a second.
We're at number 10.
Yeah, I know. Park manager, go ahead.
Does anyone have any questions on the report? I don't have anything else besides what's on it.
I was interested in, I guess the problems that we're having with destruction of the property and stuff. I mean, how significant is that? And,
Pretty significant.
you know,
And
so,
it's stretched from Marine City to St. Clair, and everywhere.
oh, really? So it's more than just
Oh,
here?
yeah, they're in pretty big trouble when they're caught.
And the police have their antenna up, I guess, on this?
Oh, yeah, the sheriff's department actually posted something on Facebook. It had posted our pictures that we've been giving them.
Yeah.
So they're seeking them.
And
we're
then-
reporting everything as it's going.
Do you need money for cameras and things, or do you have enough budget to be able to get what you need to increase your surveillance?
We're planning on using the park plan grant, hopefully again next year for additional cameras in dead zones, but, I'm gonna get pricing through RISA, just so we have like a budget plan for next year for those areas.
So we can't do anything until next year?
I'm in discussion with the director right now to see what our options are.
We have, how many again, cameras in the
I
park?
don't think it's smart to say on camera.
I don't think so
We
at
have a
all.
lot.
Okay, never
Keep
mind.
security to yourself.
Never mind.
Well, it's
Just
in the
kidding.
minutes that we need additional cameras.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering about how we go about doing that.
So asking about the locations is also a no-go.
Yeah.
And you've been
Well, we have
closing,
signage up saying areas are under surveillance 24/7, so.
you said you're closing some of the restrooms too?
We did close one off for the season in that parking lot to deter what's been happening
Right.
in certain areas. So we're on it, we're looking into our options and what we can do this year and moving forward with it.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
I'll keep you posted
Thank you.
as we go.
Betty, do you have any questions on the grants for the trees?
How
No,
about a township liaison? What does he want?
Oh,
Pardon
I
me?
was just going to say, we looked at the part that Deanna had about all the trees. Is that money that comes through DTE to put all
It's
those
a
new
match
trees in?
grant, so it'll be about
That's great.
$4,000 from them and the remainder from us, which is about $4,000.
Okay.
So,
It looked good, all the different varieties and the locations. I thought they did some good planning at that.
trying to have a purpose for everything we're doing.
So, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please go ahead.
I saw Bill Fieldhauer last week, and he mentioned that there's another issue with the locomotive, bringing that in with the lead paint on
Costs
it.
are going up
Yeah,
enough, so he's doing more research to see what additional locked-in expenses could be involved with it before making any decisions on moving it.
Won't somebody just get cold feet on doing it, or what?
It's just the expense of everything entailed with the move.
It was greater than what they anticipated.
Oh, yeah, much.
So you said the engine had to be removed,
And there's,
tracks put down probably to move it over here?
no, the motor needs to be removed so they can lift it and trailer
Oh,
it
okay.
because it's so heavy. But there's questions on the paint and the materials in the paint and
Ooh,
if things like that need to be removed
yeah.
that's not
before
good.
it getting to the park, so it's getting to be
So like a lead paint kind of thing, or whatever it is?
potentially.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
unfortunate, what became a wonderful donation might be breaking us if we accept it.
and then wonderful job on the walk to prevent, walk to remember, or walk to remember, walk to prevent, something like that.
Did you go?
No, I was not in town, but I planned on going. But I did remember when that last one that they did, or the one before. And I
two
like-
before that we
yeah.
were recognized.
Yeah. And they do such a wonderful job. Are they still doing, do they do the dub release as well?
Yes.
Again? Ah, yeah.
I
Awesome.
did get videos for you. I'll send
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
I do have a question. I was asked by a resident about just general maintenance at the park, like parking lines for the parking lots and, the fence rusting out in spots, maybe painting that. Is that something, who's responsible for that?
us.
Oh, okay. Is that,
So,
yeah,
That's, parking lot's been on the to-do for my history here.
oh, okay.
And the fencing that's surrounding has also been on that, but it's gonna be, that's a huge undertaking.
Yes, I understand that, okay.
You need money, or what, I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be extremely.
Extremely, yeah, okay.
is
There are
that-
like potholes as well in the parking lots that need to be
right,
replaced.
is that
and
something that
all.
needs to be in our
Yeah.
plan here, or is it in our plan?
Not in the
for next
5-year.
3.5 more years, we don't have it in it.
No, yeah.
We have, other things we budgeted for.
I mean, it's certainly something that can be done regardless, but,
Yeah, and we can always propose it, right?
Didn't the DPW have a machine where they could resurface the parking lots?
I don't think it's that
Seal
good.
coat.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
we could seal coat it to make it look prettier.
Mhm.
It would blacken it up where you could see lines, but for us to paint lines on what we have existing kind of is like.
Yeah.
worth it.
Okay.
But we could request a quote from them for how much it would be to seal coat.
We did that at our church, it worked out pretty well. Just a seal coat, and then repaint the lines. Maybe it's something we ought to think about, Chair.
All those little things.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We're
I
sitting here
know,
with a
it's-
big
it's-
pile of
that's
money
their
that we can't
eyesore,
figure out what to
You
do
such a
with.
good job on everything else.
Yeah,
It's so
well-
maintained, but it's such, those are two huge projects.
Yeah,
Are very costly.
yeah.
So it bothers me every day, believe me.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple cans of paint one time and repainted our school parking lot, the lines in the lot. So you give me a couple cans of paint, I'll go and
There you
spray
go.
those.
Wow.
Keep
Yeah,
them
that's what I
straight.
used.
Keep them
Just
straight.
a field liner. Did it that way. Wasn't the greatest, but at least it did the job for the time being.
Township liaison?
Well, unfortunately, the DTE locomotive thing, I think we nixed it because well, unless something else comes from Mr. Philhauer, which he did an amazing job putting
Yeah.
all that stuff together, did a lot of work, but it was $106,000 that they said that was gonna probably be to move it and do all that stuff. But unless something changes, that's probably not gonna happen now, because we budgeted 50,000. I think they spent a little over $1,000 so far, and they said, the board unanimously was like, nah, we're not gonna put any more money toward it. So in your budget, I think the locomotive, we had 50 grand down for it. We moved that to the kiddyscape.
To the what?
The kiddyscape and so for capital improvements, you have the dog park, there's 25,000 in there for that, which I think there was discussion of moving that. I don't recall exactly, but the DT locomotive, 50 grand toward the kiddyscape, which had 70 grand already, so 120 grand. In the Manor Park, 5,000. And then pickleball courts, 70,000. And this isn't approved yet, but this is pretty much like what's being presented to this is what's gonna be, put together for, the public hearing, that's this Monday. And, there's other things, obviously, but I mean, the main, like, capital improvements, all the other stuff is just, the stuff to run the park, like the lawn mowing and all that kind of stuff. But pretty much, and then we said, you guys are probably gonna have about $150,000 left, so, but yeah.
So if we don't use it,
It should roll over.
No, we had that discussion, because it's kind of confusing, but so the way that it is now, there used to be a 208 fund, now it's gonna be, right, 101 under 751. It's kind of confusing. But they moved the 208 fund, so now they're gonna have to track it, which Brent's doing and other people, but they're tracking to make sure that whatever you guys had will roll over.
oh,
That was a
Or
pretty
the
lengthy
excess will
discussion.
roll over?
Yeah,
great.
yep.
That's because we
Whatever's-
lost. a lot.
Whatever's left over from this year that you guys didn't spend will roll over to next year, and which, because the kiddyscape's gonna be a
Like
huge.
2 or 3 years of
expense.
saving. Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, but you guys did good last year, you had like 80,000 left over, and then this year, in addition to that, it'll be like 150,000.
And where is this 101? I don't see the 101 here.
Yeah, that's interesting, it's still, well, I think that's, sorry, I only have one copy of this, but this is what the new, I think that's still the old way of
Oh,
doing
I
it.
see, okay.
This is gonna be the new budget.
oh, that'll be much better.
1-751.
751. So you're saying it's no longer known as 208, it's going
It
to be
won't be,
known,
yeah.
it's going to be known as 101
Yep.
moving forward?
Yep.
Okay. It's not going to be very confusing for?
No, it's, the reason we're doing that, it's same thing with the DPW and stuff, it's easier to track it under the general fund.
And when you mean general fund for the
the township.
parks,
No, for the township.
for the township?
Yep, and then it goes, so,
So how are you going to distinguish between parks, township, and,
under 751. everything else has a separate number, like community action, that's 729. Planning and zoning, 703. I mean, it goes on, that. There's a lot of
Right,
different
right,
things.
right,
but
right. And then,
That's how
But-
the accountant wants it done too.
right, but then I also see there's like a separation between the revenues, which is like, oh, excuse me, is it revenues? No, that's Department 100, what? Or like operating? So okay, revenues, everything, it's going to go under the 101 moving forward for the
Correct.
parks as well.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem, and I will email this to you guys. I forgot to do it, but I'll email it, so you guys have a copy.
All right, thank you.
Any other,
And that's not the only thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was
So
more.
do you have questions about that? I mean, I think it's pretty good, like, for the most part. I mean, there's some things that could probably get rearranged or whatever to get more money, like toward the kiddyscape, hopefully a grant, but don't depend on that. The township budget is pretty similar to last year. It's balanced. There's not a lot of changes in it. The water and sewer rates, which I've informed some of you on, they're gonna go up a lot, about 58%.
What?
yep.
Between water
Why?
and sewer.
I know we're parks, but
Because
why?
we are supposed to, the residents are supposed to take on the loss of $200,000 to $300,000 worth of revenue annually. Because DTE plants are shutting down, is that it?
Wait, what's shutting down?
The DTE plants, the power plants. They've been paying a lot of our,
Well, one's being shut down, the other one's converting to gas.
Yeah, and it's gonna use a lot less water.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but that's part of it, and also, we're going from subsidizing it at like 600,000 a year to 200,000, so it's like, a lot of that, it's gonna be, yeah.
So when you say that it's gonna go up for everybody in the township, right?
But
you're gonna
weren't
drive
we-
a lot of people out of the township.
Well,
What's that?
you don't have choice.
They're gonna drive a lot of people out of the township.
Right, but weren't we already the highest paid in the county? This makes no sense.
Are we really?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we're-
are.
Wow.
Compared to Port Huron, Marysville,
Marine City.
Marin City, yeah, we are paying the highest. And now we're going up exponentially, like off the charts practically.
That's a big increase.
That has to be something that the township should definitely look into. This is just ridiculous.
So,
And with the economy going haywire, like what?
so if the, if DPE goes down in terms of their usage, why is ours gonna go up so much? I guess I'm not
Because
understanding all that.
well, the amount of staffing and that kind of thing that it takes to, I mean, the amount of staffing that it takes to produce that amount of water, it's the same for 80 million gallons versus 120 million gallons.
Okay.
It's the same, but I mean, I guess there's a debate over whether or not the township should subsidize it, and if so, how much? I mean, there's a debate going on whether or not it's.
Well, money's gonna come from someplace.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have any data centers near here?
We don't want them either.
That's good, because apparently they're not paying for their water, and
It's not
being
only that, but they
sent
drive the
to-
electric rates up terribly too.
Yes, they do, yes, electric, water, everything.
Not to mention a little pollution along the way and a few other goodies
Yeah, yeah.
and health hazards.
So then what is, I'm so confused, what do you mean by subsidized? Like shouldn't it make it easier than if it's subsidized?
So some people think that the township should not pay anything toward the water and sewer. That it should be 100% through customers, which is a valid argument. But then at the same time, there's some people that say, well, we've been subsidizing it for 30, 40 years, and so why are we all of a sudden stopping now? And it's because it's gonna increase the water. I guess, I'll just tell you my opinion. My opinion, what I was told when I first got on the board, I said, why is there $6 million just sitting there in the, like, fund balance? And it was for water and sewer lines. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Now, we're being told, no, that's not really what that should be used for. It should be, or that's what the water and sewer rates should be, like, saving money for or whatever. And so now, it doesn't make sense why, so maybe taxes will go down significantly, I don't know.
I
mean,
doubt it.
They're gonna have to do something, because literally you're driving people out of your township. And people won't wanna move here either, so catch
not-
22.
yeah. I mean, not at that rate. I mean, you look at, Marine City used to be the highest in the county, and we're way above them, so it's like, I don't know.
So then, you're saying there is a debate going on, so it hasn't been approved, or
It
what?
will be approved at some point in November, probably. It's usually October, but either this next coming meeting or the meeting after.
Yeah, this idea of the cost is the same irrespective if you got DTE or not, doesn't make any sense when all the surrounding towns are much less. We're doing something not right, right? We're doing something a lot more expensive.
Yeah, we're doing something different.
Yeah.
So we can't go back to, sorry, Bill.
Go ahead.
So we can't go back to the subsidized? So that,
Well, we could.
so why can't we?
I mean, that's an option.
You're gonna pay it one way or the other, right? It's either gonna come out of
Correct.
taxes or come out of
Correct.
paying for the water.
There isn't a state commission. I know for electric, you have to go through a state commission if you want to raise people's rates on their electricity rates. Is there a state commission for the water or sewer?
No, we have a water and sewer authority, which is East China, China, and I think we own 75%, they own 25%, if I might be a little off, but then our board decides what we're gonna charge our residents, and then their board decides what they charge their residents. And there's a fee, basically the water and sewer authority owns both those buildings, the water plant and the sewer plant, and they decide what they're gonna charge us for the staff, but then everything else, what, the bond that was just taken out, you know, all the work that was done, like the water and sewer lines on Point Drive and River Road and all that stuff, they, basically, that was a bond, and so now we have to repay that bond, and every year, off the top of my head, I can't remember how much it is per year, but the township is paying $100,000 into this is the plan, but $100,000 into the water fund and then $100,000 into the sewer fund. Whereas they used to do, I believe it was over $600,000 a year. Last year it was like $600,000, or a little over.
So how much money does the township have in savings yet?
For the fund balance?
Oh, for everything?
$5,287,000 $5,287,259. So 5.2, almost 5.3 million.
So they're sitting on top of 5.3 million, and they still want to milk their customers for a lot more?
Well, it's debatable. I think I'm probably voting against the water and sewer rate increases, but so I don't understand what the 5.8 or 5.8 million is for. I don't know, but it's like I think the water and sewer fund have like a lot less money in it. Basically, is what the argument is. But that's the same.
Money's gonna come from someplace.
Right.
Sitting on the biggest inland freshwater source in the world. Unbelievable. Guess that's your
And
bag.
I'm
right?
one person, my water bill's $463.
What's that?
I'm one person in my home, and it's $463. That's
Oh,
what I owe
bloody
next
hell.
week. Yeah, that cat drinks a lot of water. Yep, 463. I was like, wow,
For one person, that's
me, just me. I know it. I'm like, wow.
That's why we vote.
So if the residents, like, say something, also, why do we keep referring to them as customers? We are, I don't know why, this is not a corporation. I feel like we should
The reason I use that terminology is because it's also China Township that's involved as well. So I mean, it's like, and same with DTE and all that, I mean, it's,
So it's a combination of China and East China going up, huh?
but also, the other thing, this amount that is going up now, it's not including the Bell River plant that's gonna be also going offline. They're not offline yet, so when they go offline, that's gonna be another significant amount that's gonna be.
I'm sorry, but why is that going to come into, for the residents?
Because the less amount of water that people use, it's the more expensive it's gonna be, basically.
So you want people to open their taps and then run?
No, I mean, but I cracked a joke to
It
shower.
makes no
about it. I mean,
sense. You know,
Yeah, it
especially when
re-
you're sitting on top of $5 million.
Exactly, Pam, you're right. Like,
And
why-
and you get all the water you want sitting right there.
Yes, yes, right next door. I mean, I might as well, instead of going fishing, I might as well go like digging for water. But I'm confused as to why the less that's used is more, costs more. Shouldn't it be the opposite? The less that's used is the less you have to pay.
But when it takes the same amount of staff to do 80
That's-
million gallons versus 120 million or whatever the case is, I mean, it takes the same amount, it's.
I think that's what's got to be looked into.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
You
if
do.
neighboring
I agree.
counties are doing a whole
All our
lot
town,
better,
yeah.
we're something wrong.
Yeah, like
Seems
this
I
is,
think we need to look at what other communities do
Yeah.
and potential, because I mean, at some point, something's gotta give, and I think
Yeah.
you can't keep increasing, sometimes you gotta cut, so it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that should be on the agenda for you,
Well, that's not our place.
that's true.
Let's
I
keep
mean, if
the
they can
parks,
recommend-
the parks, we have a hard,
That's true. If they can recommend things to us, we can recommend.
No,
things.
they don't recommend it. No one's come here and sat
That's
down.
true.
No, but you go to the Board
No,
of
no, no.
Trustees
That's not.
meetings.
It's underhanded. That's different.
Okay.
Is wrong completely.
Okay,
All right, we're getting off track.
all right.
That-
What else do we have for the township, from the township liaison?
I think that's it.
That's enough.
Great, good news.
God.
Thanks, Alan.
I've thrown enough grenades into it.
Yeah.
You still
Are
like
there
to
any other
tell.
questions or anything?
No, still reeling
There's a
from
lot
that
of
one.
questions about why that stuff is being
Kizran, you're
done.
always the one that.
I just, yeah.
Okay.
We don't have really any new business. Old business? Not really. Any other announcements or member comments? Other than what we just did? Any other items for the commission? I adjourn this meeting of the East China Township Park Commission at 7:49 PM.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.